Assembly, the three most complicated issues we worked on were the regulation of electricity, the changes we made to the mental health system because it affects law enforcement, social work, and medical. It's all got to work together in eminent domain. It's one of the three most complicated.
One of the problems, I've got two questions actually. My first question is why an amendment, and you touched on it a little bit in your remarks, we tend to think of the Constitution, I know Virginia's Constitution is a little different, we hang everything on our Constitution, but why an amendment and not leaving it in the hands? Don't you trust the General Assembly to do the right thing?
That's good to sell you in crowd, wasn't it?
Well, and this
not like, let me put it differently, not like I trust the people of Virginia to do the right thing. And so once it's there, it can come out, but they're going to have to go explain themselves to the people of Virginia to get it out.
Well, you said earlier that...
It also goes to the point of who's the sovereign here. The people are in charge, and they're going to, and when it comes to this issue, they're going to take control on November 6th.
But isn't this really a big change in the definition of how we're doing eminent domain? In particular,
it is from a few years back, but not from the 07 law.
In particular, the issue of compensating for lost profits.
Yes, that was a major point of contest when we were advancing the particular language of the amendment, is compensating people for lost profits. We have not done that before in Virginia. So the notion that we completely compensate people under our current system really isn't accurate. That's not true now, and it's never been true.
Does any other states compensated people for lost profits? Any place else that's lost profits?
I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I don't know the answer.
But I was curious about that because I've not been able to come across anything that says that's the case, and that would certainly cause the cost to increase significantly, would it not?
No, it wouldn't.
Why not?
And I'm going to zero in on your word cost. You know, VDOT came in during these years and said, it's going to cost us $100 million for a year, blah, 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 blah. And I got up to the lectern and I waved their cost estimate around. I said, let me tell you what, this isn't going to cost one penny. This $100 million VDOT's waving around at you, somebody's already paying it, but government's not. What they have done is come up here and admit that they are taking $100 million of value every year, right now, under our current law that they're not compensating. That's what's going on.
Well, certainly there's two different ways of looking at that, too.
Yes, stealing's okay or it's not. When it's done by government, it's okay, and when you and I do it, it's not.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to the money, particularly when you start talking about VDOT, you're talking about dollars that are going to come out of our pockets. So we're going to pay for it. So we're going to pay for it one way or another, are we not? So
who's we?
We, the taxpayers, are ultimately going to pay for it, right?
You're lumping things together.
No, I'm trying not to.
If you want to argue with me, then I'm done. If you want me to answer your question, then let me answer your question.
I'm done.
Okay.